Pearl, is credit still a major problem in this country, or are we improving?
No, it's getting worse. It's getting worse in this country because a lot of people, I feel it's becoming like a terrorist in this country when it comes to credit without the gun. And the reason for that is it's getting worse with the bill collectors, the mortgage companies, and the consumers feel there's a no-win situation. And the reason why they feel there's a no-win situation because they're sitting down and they're saying, I have bad credit, I can't get anything, everybody's taking advantage of me, the car dealers are saying you have to pay 40% just to get a car, the mortgage companies are saying we don't want to touch you because you have a credit problem, and people are not educated. It's the misinformation that people are getting. An example is, we all know of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the 7-year statute. Well, can a credit score, what the mortgage companies want, be raised in 30 days? Of course it can, because the same credit law is under the Fair Credit Reporting Act 30 days, not 7 years. No one's going to knock on your door to say to you, you know what, in 30 days you can have good credit. You could have good credit in 30 days. The judgments, the foreclosures, everything could be deleted, removed. Do you owe these creditors? Well, let me show you how the system works so people can understand this is no magic trick. This is the law. You owe a creditor $10,000, a lot of money, but you can't afford to pay it because of sickness, health, death in the family. You cannot afford to pay it. So the creditor now wants to get paid, but you can't afford to pay it. So he goes to his accounting and says to his accounting, hey, Trudy cannot pay this $10,000 bill. The accounting says, let's take it as a tax deduction. Let's take it as a write-off. So on your credit report, this is where you see the words charge-off, profit and loss. That's what that means. Now, when that says that, what's the next step? The next step is a bill collector comes up to the creditor to say, well, you already got this as a tax deduction. You can't, it's double dipping, so you can't collect twice. Can we buy this account? Of course you can buy the account. Here, take it. Pennies on a dollar. So now it's in the bill collector's hands, not the creditor. So what's in the bill collector's hands, these are the ones that are doing all the harassments, which is against the law. So when I come into it, or you're doing it yourself, what happens is I'm disputing, for my clients, I'm disputing with the credit bureaus. I'm bypassing the bill collectors, I'm bypassing the creditors, and I'm just using the law under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I'm bypassing this because there's many, many mistakes that are on these credit reports under this charge-off or profit and loss, wrong amounts, wrong everything. Well, now they're selling it to another bill collector, and they're selling it to another bill collector, and it goes on where you're hostage for the rest of your life with bill collectors and credit problems, and no one's doing nothing about it. Why aren't they doing nothing about it? Congress doesn't understand. The same people that wrote the Fair Credit Reporting Act, these are the same people that don't get it. Well, I'm going to force them to get it.
Well, what do we do? How can we fix it?
I'm trying to put a bill together. The bill is going to be called Enough is Enough. I don't care if Congress wants to change the name of it. They can. The bill collector law, whatever. There was already a bill collector law. But this law and bill and petition that I want people to sign, I want the bill collectors to stop selling it to other bill collectors so it's 10 years, 20-year debt. They don't just renew this over and over again. I want the bill to say, a bill to stop when a creditor is only allowed to sell it one time, not 20,000 times to hold people hostage. This is why we're in a credit crunch. I've been doing this from 1987. I see bill collectors selling it to bill collectors. I see telephones. I see gas companies. Verizon, an example. If they can't get a bill, they're selling it to a bill collector. This bill collector is selling it to another bill collector. It's on a credit report 6 times. One account that's in a negative is on 6 times. I think with the people's help, I can stop it.
Now, you're doing something special. What is your plan?
All I want people to do is sign my petition. I will mail them. I will mail them a paper for them to sign, to mail it back to me, to have your friends, your relatives to sign it. This is the first time in history. I want to make a name now. I want to make a name with this Enough is Enough, where bill collectors are saying, we're in trouble now. If this bill is passed, we're in trouble. But I have to get Congress representatives to understand the law, and many of them don't. The people do. The people that are held hostage, and that's 99% of this country. I think it's time that the people understand, and if you want me to help you, you have to help me. I'm a consumer advocate. I will make it work. I will make it happen in both ways. I will make it happen with your credit report, raising your score in 30 days. Yes, it can be done. And the bill collectors. So we're going to do a double whammy here for the people out there. Pass the word around.
If the public is interested, how do they reach you?
My contact number is 1-800-876-CREDIT, C-R-E-D, or just go to my website, pearlpolto.net, and you could email me, and I will email you this letter, the petition, and we'll make it work either way. Facebook, you can go to my Facebook. We're putting it on Facebook. We're putting it all over the place, and I'm going to sit down with Congress. I'm going to sit down with House of Representatives to say, we got to make this work. And I'm sure they will, because they know there's a problem. They just don't know how to handle it. They don't even know how to deal with it.
Well, I hope you got all of the important information from Pearl Polto, and of course she has invited you to call her if you didn't.